Residents have caught and killed a gang leader in Mbigwake. And now the news in detail. His Excellency, the Right Honorable Prime Minister, Cleopas Dlamini, along with His Majesty's government, have expressed their condolences to the United Kingdom after the loss of their monarch, Queen Elizabeth II, who passed away yesterday. We have a report.
When I was 21, I pledged my life to the service of our people, and I asked for God's help to make good that vow. Although that vow was made in my salad days when I was green in judgment, I do not regret nor retract one word of it.
His Excellency, the Right Honorable Prime Minister, on command by His Majesty King Yemaswati III and Majesty the Queen Mother, the government and the people of the Kingdom of Eswatini, convey heartfelt condolences to the royal family, government and the people of Great Britain in learning with the deep sadness of the passing of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Great Britain has lost an important and unifying leader. It is the country's hope and prayer that the Almighty God will comfort the Great Britain nation in this sad period. The thoughts and prayers are with the bereaved family. His Excellency passed these condolences to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, even heads of state from other countries, and His Majesty King Yemaswati III also sent his condolences.
I had the opportunity to meet her before she passed, and she was an incredibly gracious and decent woman. And the thoughts and prayers of the American people are with the people of the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth in their grief.
She was thoughtful, wise, curious, helpful, funny, and so much more.
Queen Elizabeth II was the rock on which modern Britain was built. Our country has grown and flourished under her reign. Britain is the great country it is today because of her.
Channel Yemaswati News, Anita Shongwe, Babane.
Unknown assailants have burnt down the royal kraal at Mgazini, leaving the community in a state of shock. We have a report.
Tikhona intinsolo mhlambe ngosibeti khona noma abantu labasongako noma ke bani leke kwacatshanwa nabo endlungolo.
Udebele ngikwadiwo ngaloko ngoba vele endlungulu kusendlungulu nje la kubikwa khona donke inkinga temali. Ngitengati ukuthi laba mhlawumbe labangakaphatheki kahle ngabe ngilaba kanjani ngoba vele ngilakutekwa khona insizwa.
Engabe ubengakanani lo monakalo mhlambe kuchazela nje sive ngawo.
Awukabi ngimonakalo lo mkhulu kakhulu ukuthi le ndlungulu beyithanza kwakhiwa seke kulokwakhiwa kwayo bekusedele sikufakile la khathi ngoba beyicethwa kulamalanga nje kwakhiwa seke biseyisha vele silobe kulakhathi nje letinto lebetisetshenziswa ngato kuphela bekude lokumgcoka la ngekhathi.
Ngabe khona nomsindo lenovile noma ngisola kushiswa ngani ngemechiso noma ngepetrol bomb?
Kusho ukuthi ngimechiso ngoba kude umsindo lesivile. Sibone nje ngaleli langa bekuphela.
Ngabe bafikile nibecima umlilo?
Bafikile.
Bakhanzise kuvele konakele.
Bakhanze vele sekuso.
Enkosi. Siyabonga khona Nkosi.
Siyabonga.
ngane indvuna yemqoka.
Following social media reports labeled with untruths surrounding an apparent salary restructuring in the Royal Eswatini Police Service and His Majesty's Correctional Services, the Minister of Public Service has today released a statement to put this issue in its correct perspective. We have a report.
Following a story that was reported on local newspapers of salary restructuring within the Eswatini Royal Police Service and His Majesty's Correctional Service, the Minister for Public Service, Honorable Mabulala Masego, has issued a statement on the issue. During a press briefing, the Minister stated that the Ministry has met with staff associations from His Majesty's Correctional Service and the Eswatini Royal Police Service in the presence of the heads of the security forces to discuss the matter. The Minister further stated that since the matter has not yet been finalized, the nation should give government and the associations the space and opportunity to discuss and bring the matter to its amicable conclusion.
Recall that there has been newspaper reports regarding the issue of salary restructuring within the Eswatini Royal Police Service and His Majesty's Correctional Service, which have been published by both the Eswatini Observer and the Times of Eswatini in the past few days. The same issue has been discussed widely in the social media. The Minister of Public Service has observed that a lot of untruths are being peddled as this issue is being discussed in the media, and this brings about apprehension and confusion within the security forces. It is in that regard that the Ministry has found it appropriate to issue this statement in order to put the issue to its correct perspective. Following a request from both staff associations, from His Majesty's Correctional Service and the Eswatini Royal Police Service, to have a meeting with them to discuss the matter, the Ministry of Public Service has this morning met with the staff association, with the staff associations, in the presence of the heads of the security forces. The matter has not yet been finished or finalized, and we request the nation to give government and the associations the space and opportunity to discuss and bring the matter to its amicable conclusion. We further wish to provide clarification on the unfounded allegations circulating in the media, which alleges that a circular implementing the task team report from the security chiefs has already been issued by the media.
For Channel Yemaswati News, I am Demalang Nihlamini Mbabane.
Residents in Mbigwake today have caught and killed a gang leader in retribution for a string of robberies in the community. We have a report.
Have come together to catch some criminals who call themselves K9s. This group of criminals rob and steal items like cell phones, computers, furniture and money. A group of community members managed to catch two of those criminals and started to beat them. Unfortunately, one ended up dying and the other one is in a critical condition in hospital. We spoke to Ingosatana Sibusiso Dlamini, who stated that these criminals start to rob.
Bonkosi vele embigwakhe sindlungulu nje sebabekile nalala baphunyukelwe isandla babika umonakalo singenelwa latindlini babuthe ifurniture siwom sema K9 kuhamba abafanyana abancane baba nalabakhulu babo kuphunyelwe labafana abanikide laba umuntu unakathi uyaphuma ulandzela abafana kuchamuke lalabadzala kube yimbi
Kwendekile ke bonkosi kabili nje kuleli viki sesivelelwa ingoti kwabuthana labafana bemango bahlaselwa ngilapha lokuthi baba disturba bathi bawisa iflag yabo ngeke bona baphila lempilo yabo iflag yabo iwiswe ngilabafana bemango babuka ke labafana baphuma babakhanza basidleke kulelinye likhaya la kaMasina khona la kuleli khaya kwafa labadzala sekwasala abantwana sebakhakele isidleke lelikhaya labosidlani babhaca khona baphethe intembeza baphethe ikhali baphethe ibhamu mabathi laba bayaphendvula babafaka ekhathi baphuma laba kulendlu nabathi bayohlasela laba bayohlola lokuthi ngeke phela ngenhlanhla lembi lele bamkhokhe ewardrobini bese khwalala sekuqhamuke nalabantu labanye sifazane sekuhlangene sebabathe bayalamula laba kuthi musani kumshaya hawu bantu bakhwela batehlela ke walimala kanjalo ingoti nje nalesi phethe kabi siyabalilela nababa kaNgwenya kumtukulu wabo lo bese uyashona kaningabe utawuya emthethweni umthetho umkhulumise umnika indzawo yakhe ngenhlanhla lembu bese uyashona lomunye ucritical esibhedlela leboss lele yaphuma nesikhali
kulenkulu i-challenge nathi simaphoyisa mango izathu dinene amaphoyisa akasakhona ukuphuma sisifeyisane ngezizathu ukuthi ayaduthulwa lana alamaphoyisa mango sasebenta lokulamulela letigebengu ongamalanga kulabantu.
We spoke to Inkosatana Sibusiso Dlamini and she stated that the criminal rate at Mbikwakhe is very high. She also passed her condolences to the family of the deceased. Reporting for Channel Yemaswati, I am Nendo Bekotsabete with Justice Dlamini at Mbikwakhe.
Following the retirement of Bishop Absalom Mnisi, Zwanini Chabalala has been elected to be the new leader of the Eastern Diocese of the Lutheran Church in Eswatini. We have a report.
The Lutheran Church Southern Africa Eastern Diocese is informing members in the nation that elected Reverend Zwanini Chabalala as the bishop-elect of the Eastern Diocese. The Eastern Diocese covers Eswatini and most part of Mpumalanga Province in South Africa. It has 13 parishes and more than 20 clergy under the same bishop. The Lutheran Church is hereby informing and inviting members to a service of the consecration of the 6th bishop-elect Zwanini Chabalala on Saturday, the 7th of September, which will take place at the University of Eswatini Sports Emporium, BULLETIN campus.
In this case, myself, Bishop Absalom Mnisi, has reached my retirement, hence a synod was called. So the church is therefore pleased to inform members and the nation that the synod elected Reverend Z.A. Chabalala on my left as the bishop-elect of the Eastern Diocese. So the Eastern Diocese covers Eswatini, that is the whole country of Eswatini, and most part of the Mpumalanga province in South Africa. The diocese has 13 parishes and more than 20 clergy under the same bishop. The Lutheran Church is hereby informing and also inviting members to grace the service of the consecration of the 6th bishop of our diocese, that is Bishop-elect Z.A. Chabalala. This will be held next Saturday on the 17th of September 2022, and the service will be held at the University of Eswatini Sports Emporium, BULLETIN campus on the same day, Saturday 17, and it will begin at 9 a.m. The church is expecting a big number of...
And as we know that the Reverend Zwanini Chabalala is the General Secretary of the Council of Southern Churches. For that reason, we received this news with mixed feelings. On one hand, we are sad that he will be leaving the council where we have worked with him since he joined the council in 2018. The executive of the Council of Southern Churches is pleased, but at the same time is saddened by the fact that he is going to be now leaving us. As we know that the Lutheran Church is a member of the
Yemaswati News, I'm Linda Shongwe, Mbabane.
The Ministry of Agriculture today has injected 2,046 emalangeni into the development of a dip tank in Mpuluzi. We have a report.
The Minister for Agriculture, represented by the Principal Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, officially opened the Mpuluzi deep tank, where the Minister appreciated the community for showing commitment in the establishment of this structure, supported by micro-projects, and hoped for the community to take care of this structure. The Mpuluzi area has been marred by the smuggling of kekuli from Eswatini into South Africa, which is something that they are looking forward to make arrangements of having talks with officials in the ministry in the Republic of South Africa to curb this phenomenon.
Induna ke iyacela lokuthi leli dip leli mane linakeke kahle leto khona ukuthi lisite sive eminyakeni leminingi letako nekwekuthi ke sive siyakhuthaza ukuthi asilisebenzise le dip ngendlela lefanele leko ukuthi tonke tilwane atilethwe titodibha tinkhomo netimbudi kwentele ukuthi nangabe sekukhona lesele lingakadibhi sekulula ukuthi ingabe seyifaka tifo tingene sivile even labomakhelwane ukuthi i-foot and mouth disease ibhedvuke kakhulu. So siyafuna ke ukuthi nathi sitivikele singangeni kuleso simo leso naletinye tifo lebesingakhuluma ngato. Induna ichubeke yagcizelela ukuthi iva buhlungu and iyabalilela abantu basempuluzi tindzawo leti takhelene nayo ngesizathu sekwebiwa kwetinkomo. Tinkomo tebiwe kakhulu kule ndzawo leya emavikini lamabili ledlulile induna bekadze khona
kuyasihlupha kakhulu babe PS kunalumele indvuna ingenzaba yokwebiwa kwetinkomo kulomango lesikiwe. Namhlanje nangifika la bangibikela ngokuthi khwayethambile ebusuku. Uyatibuta ukuthi ngabe seyimpilo yini leyo. Bengithi utawusho lapha lokhulumela abafuyi lokuthi leli dibhi lela belinetibala letingakhi. Namuhla sekusele tingakhi. Lamaswati lawa lebekade asebenta kaMatima asebenta le South Africa bathenga inkomo bayibeka la ande lo sinasabuyile ekhaya afike aphile bathi thethe la bekunene
athi khatha usentele nyalo uyalethwa yalithula kithi thina sithathe over bese siyalinaka siyaliklina senda konke lokufanele kungakhathi igodwa sisetiwile satibona setibola siphinde futhi skip imali sanikela siyadivusa litohlala lelidle nje likhombe ukuthi lihlede kubantu lengibadiko lokuthi banaka tinfo baphila.
Channel Yemaswati News, I'm Ninda Shongwe with Thabo Spanze, Mbuluzi.
Old Mutual Eswatini today has sponsored the Macmillan Write-A-Poem competition with a laptop. We have a report.
Old Mutual supported Macmillan with a prize of a laptop that will be worn by participants or students who have been elected to participate in the Write a Poem or a book story tournament that is hosted around schools. This is a gift that is expected to cheer up the children and continue to support them to move forward.
But ifocus yethu ikhona lokuthi as we ensure bantu sifuna ukuthi le impact ivakale in the community where we operate. So le impact ngevakala ngekuthi sibe nebantwana labafundzile bacetha bathi noma ngabe batali bami bese bangekho emhlabeni, but I was able to complete my education because Old Mutual came through and was able to take me through that. So education is very key for us, and we do hope through office like a marketing will say this is not going to be the last. We will be able to do even more. So on behalf of the CEO, I think a contribution towards a first prize was a laptop.
Macmillan representative appreciated the gesture by Old Mutual and stated it will go a long way.
So siyabonga kakhulu Old Mutual ukuthi ibambisane nathi. You know, growing up, I've always known that Old Mutual is just some organization that deals with money and savings and something, and I hope my understanding shall be corrected. So we never really thought that Old Mutual can come through and help in education, especially in changing lives in the country, especially the lives of the young ones. We know, we see, live if we want our country to have a brighter future, we better invest in education, which is why Macmillan decided to run the Macmillan Schools Poetry and Writing Competition, the first of its kind for 2022, and we believe that it shall go on and on and on and change even more lives. So we just want to say thank you so much to you, our valued partners, Old Mutual, for this awesome.
For Channel Yemaswati News, I'm Ninda Shongwe. Babane.
That we've come to the end of our news bulletin, but before we close off, here's a recap of our top stories making headlines. Unknown assailants have burned down the Royal Kraal at Mkasini. Minister of Public Service has today released a statement clarifying the issue of apparent salary restructuring in the Royal Eswatini Police Service and His Majesty's Correctional Services. Residents have caught and killed a gang leader in Mbigwake. Well, with that, we've come to the end of our news. Do enjoy the rest of your viewing. Good night.